Hey fellas, I am sitting here trying to get my Direwolf, my Direwolf, that I am putting the 620 cylinder on. I've got the base milled off on it, and Charlie Briscoe, you weren't kidding. Yeah, I can get the 590s down to 20 thousandths of an inch. But on the squish, that is. I'm talking about the squish. But I don't think I can do it with this 620 setup. Yeah, look at this. So, focus. Come on, focus. All right, that pencil mark, the farthest down on the pencil mark that you can see. All right, that's what we're going to be talking about. Let's see if I can zoom in there. Can you see the little tiny scratch? There's a scratch right underneath the pencil mark. That scratch is as close as I can get to you know what? I can go ahead and go further. Now that I'm zoomed in on that, it's very close. Very close. So I'm at 25 thousandths of an inch on the squish. And man, you know what? That's as far as I'm going. That's as far as I'm going. I don't want to take a risk of free porting it. I might be able to get it to like 22 thousandths of an inch, but this way it'll run cooler, be a better work saw. Not that 20 thousandths tends to run hot. I don't think that it does. I've got plenty of saws at this point that are at 20 thousandths squish. They're fine. But yeah, I know on camera it ain't much, but like in real life, or it looks bigger than it is. In real life, before it gets to that taper, there's like a hair's width. Like literally a hair's width before it gets to the taper at the very bottom of the piston. If I can show you that again. See that taper on the bottom of the piston? And you can see my scratch right there. Should be right in the middle of your screen. That scratch is just, it's a hair's width before it gets to that taper. So I could go ahead and drop the cylinder a little bit lower, but nah. Not going to. So now I'm going to get the numbers real quick and port it up where I think it needs to be.
I'm just going to unload that.
Irene, tell them what you're so excited about.
We got the 2023 horse calendar.
That's amazing. And where did you order that from?
I didn't order it. I got it for free at Fairburn Farm Supply, where we get our hay for our sheep. Support Ukraine.
Anyways, so I got it done, which is good. It took me 1 hour and 50 minutes to do this. And now I will admit that the transfers, I'm not happy with them, but for right now, it's the best I can do because the transfers on these things have such a steep slope, which is a fantastic thing. But to replicate that and to grind on that is extremely difficult. And so you got to have some really nice bits and stuff. I've got a nice 90-degree hand tool. That one. You know, but it's difficult. So anyways, here it is. Got the 22-inch Sumura bar. Got my handle on there. Very happy about that. I've always wanted this handle. So now the only thing keeping this from being an actual 620, besides the actual plate, the manufacturer's data plate on it, is the side cover right here. The 620 has a metal side cover and it has captured bar nuts. So there's the whole side cover is, this one's plastic. And the clutch on this one I think people think that the clutch is different. It's not. As far as I know, the clutch is exactly the same with regards of the clutch drum. This right here has a spur drum where the sprocket is built into the drum, and the 620 has a rim sprocket set up where you got rim sprockets you put on it. But the clutch itself is identical. I see no point in replacing that whatsoever because I would be running a 7-pin sprocket on here anyways. So I will be running it today with all the guys. Everybody's running late. Of course, they always do. Traffic. Atlanta is the worst for traffic. But anyways, I wanted to get this thing done, ported, before they got here, because we're going to be cutting a lot of big wood, and I want this one to break in. You know, I got a perfect opportunity here to get some break-in time on it. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, she looks good. The original dire wolf. You hear the sheep out there? Those things are annoying. Anyways, we're good to go. You'll see this running in a future video. Let's go ahead and see how easily it tunes up. I've already fired it up and it didn't want to stay running. See? Let's just do that for now. yeah, I might have to jump on the bandwagon that it's useless to get a 590 and try and make it perform. That feels so much better than the 590 that I just ported. Ridiculously better. So, but I mean, I'm still learning the 590. This one is Charlie Briscoe's formula, you know, and he is well known to get 7 horsepower out of these things. But yeah, that thing feels good. It feels very good. And it's only going to get better. That's straight. That's the first, that's it. That's the first cuts it's ever made. So it's completely fresh. We all know these Echoes take about 10 tanks to break in. So yeah, that's going to just get better and better. Very happy with that. So this is going exactly how I planned with my Echo 590. I wanted to go step by step, upgrading and upgrading and upgrading it, because it's a lot easier to buy one of these for $225. Work with it. You know, you get it slightly used off of Facebook Marketplace. Work with it. Use it. And as you go, upgrade it. Now, are you going to end up spending more money than you would have if you had just simply purchased an actual 620? Now, Stanley, I know you said you got a brand new 620 for like $635, I think you said, something like that. You just got one, a brand new one. I don't know if that's with or without taxes, but let's assume that you got it for $620 out the door. Out the door. Well, aside from the bar and chain, what I have in this saw is $225 purchase price, plus about $225 for the coil and carburetor upgrade. So we're at 500 bucks right there, right? And then, now the handle is the handle. The handle, I'm not going to count that in this upgrade because it's completely not needed. But then the piston and cylinder setup, you can get it on eBay for about $210. So we're going $720. So let's say you bought yours, taxes and everything, out the door for $620. Well, that's $620 up front that a lot of people don't have. But they can scrounge together $225 and then slowly get another, what was it, $75 or $80 for the carburetor, and then $120 for the coil, whatever that price was, I don't know. And then save up and get the piston and cylinder as well, and you've only lost $100 bucks. So, yeah, there we go. And if you try and modify the cylinder on the 590, the 590 cylinder, there's got to be more power to be found in it. But I'm thinking the big problem is no matter what power you find in the 590 cylinder, it's always going to be held back by the 590 carburetor and the 590 ignition. So we'll see how that goes. But what was I going to say? Shoot. But you're learning and having fun as you go. So, yeah, as they do it. It's worked out well for me. I like mine.